G'day everybody, welcome back to Starfield. Hope you guys are doing well. We are on the key because we have, I guess, instigated the attack on the station. Obviously we've allied to UC SysDef and we're just working our way through the key, trying to get to the control room and to Delgado. Or actually, hang on, do we still have the same objective as before to get to the control room? I don't think so. Let me just take a look here. Oh, actually, sorry, the operations center. No, we do still need to get there. We've just had a chat with Shinya, and we've actually told him that if we can, or we're going to try our best to deactivate the bomb that's attached to his chest. So we'll see if we can do that. Obviously,
the controls for the bomb are in the briefing room. If you can't disarm it, you can take me in.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll be able to take a few people in.
Controls for the bomb are in the briefing room.
So Shinya, it's a bit of a shame that it's just him that the game appears to let us sort of take in. I would have preferred to be able to try and take in a lot of other people as well, because we didn't really have too many dealings with Shinya, because we didn't exactly do a lot of, you know, piracy-related tasks. In fact, I don't think we picked up a single pirate mission from any of the boards here, but... Alright. Let's continue on, and let's see what we can find further in. Yeah, I feel like it's so easy to miss a whole bunch of stuff while you're exploring the key. There's just a lot of stuff strewn about everywhere. Alright. I think we're ready. We might want to do a little bit of stealth here, if we can. So I don't think the enemies have really detected us. Well, they've detected us now, haven't they? Let's go with sense star stuff. Yeah, okay. There's plenty of these guys out here. Excuse me. Apparently we can get to the operations center from here, but I'll go that way, since we might be able to find some more loot. Ow. Okay, he's up top. Okay, not too much going on in here.
And don't come back!
Cool, that wasn't too bad.
Open fire!
Spraying and praying there. Charity in a Godless Universe, Part 1. I'm not sure if we've actually seen this one. Charity in a Godless Universe. Atheism was just the first step for me. I was raised in a world of right and wrong. I walked among chosen people. Each night, my family would gather and pray for the sinners in our lives to find salvation. I can't tell you exactly when I stopped believing in these things, like many who lose their faith. For me, the cracks formed slowly over time. I think we have, actually. Yeah, member of the Enlightened.
Do I fight this?
Since we just picked up that battle stim, maybe we should use it. Actually, better find it here. Yeah, we've got a few. Plus 250 damage resistance for 5 minutes. That seems pretty powerful to me. I wonder if the timer for that sort of stuff, if it keeps going while we're in these sorts of parts of the game where we're, you know, in menus and stuff. War of the Worlds, we've seen that, so we'll leave that. Yeah, looks good. There's a whole bunch of, like, oil or something there. Oh, great. Okay. Okay. Here's the door here. Didn't see that. I haven't used the Razorback in a very long time. We may as well. We've got quite a few bullets for it. A lot of ammo for it. And yeah, I've definitely moved away from using pistols the majority of the game. I guess I sort of ran out of ammo at some point, so it didn't really make sense for us to keep using pistols constantly when we had other weapons with plenty of ammo. Yeah, some of these places look very, very familiar. Probably we've been through here before, but a lot of stuff that we couldn't exactly take at that point. Alright. Or we could do some stealth. Might not be a bad move to do some stealth right now. Okay, well, so much for stealth.
Damn you!
Get this!
Adler Chem. Red Pirate Captain gear. Alright, I'll definitely take that. Alien Bug Paperweight. Okay. This is a very odd looking room. Someone likes to keep things very, very simple and minimalistic. Alright, I guess the only way is up. Oh, actually I can open that. Okay, we need to make our way up. I'm sort of thinking now's probably a good time for us to have something that's going to increase our persuasion. Maybe the hyperleader again. 20% persuasion. It'll only last for a while though, so that's okay. We could always take some more. I just want to be ready just in case we suddenly get into a conversation. Deactivate Shinya Voss's bomb. Yeah. Have to find that. I think they said it might be in the briefing room, according to Shinya, or is it in Delgado's quarters? Be up here somewhere. Okay, I'm guessing we'll probably get into a conversation. Do we actually get in here? Or do we actually just talk to him from here? Oh, look at that. We've got the beers. We're gonna get on the beers later. Alright, I guess we have to talk to him from here.
Came back to finish the job personally?
I've returned to try and talk some sense into you.
Talk sense into me? You're the one who's lost their mind. What the hell happened to you? You had Krix's legacy in your hands, and you gave it away. For what? For honor? Justice?
I don't think we were forced into it. Want to do the right thing? What happens if I say this? Yeah, I just want to do the right thing.
Yeah? And why the hell does Sistef get to determine what is right and what is wrong? You know, when we were on Suarov, I saw the potential for you to become a badass pirate. One of the best. And now you suddenly expect me to believe I have been fooled the entire time? That this was some kind of elaborate game you have been playing? No. No way. For once in your life, be honest with me. Admit that you were tempted.
Of course I was tempted.
Well, at least we know you are still human. It is obvious that no matter what I say, you have no intention of honoring our pact. You clearly never did. I have already locked down the key and set its reactors to overload. Soon, you, me, and everyone near this station are going to be vaporized. Let's see how far that loyalty to Sistef takes you now.
You'd destroy this entire station just to kill me?
Your arrogance is unbelievable. You think I'm doing this just to be rid of you? No. I simply refuse to be the first person since Jasper Krix to allow UC Sistef to take over this station. If this is truly the final chapter of the Crimson Fleet, then the message has to be sent that we did not go silently!
I gotta respect him for that. Alright. Look, there must be a way to convince you to cancel the overload.
And spend the rest of my life in the brig without a credit to my name? Why would I do that?
I know you looked out for me when I was in the fleet. This is my way of looking out for you.
So you noticed. And yeah, believe me, keeping people from burying a knife in your back wasn't easy.
If you don't turn off the reactor, I'll capture you and skin you alive. That's a little brutal. This isn't the end of your story, but if you die here, it will be.
And I suppose you want me to think it ends outside a prison cell and not in. Still, a prison door opens, just like any other.
Blowing up the station won't solve anything. Sistef might do it anyway.
They might. And if they do, I would just be tying up their loose ends, including you. If so, letting you live might afford me some small victory. Fine. You win. Standing down the reactors. With the legacy gone, we're dead in the water anyway. But before you have Ikande lock me up, I'm gonna leave you with some parting words. Whether you know it or not, you're damn good at being a pirate. It's in your blood. One of these days, that's all gonna hit you. And I'll be waiting for you in my cell to tell you I told you so.
Alright, so we managed to defuse that situation. I was sort of thinking that we'd have to fight him, but if we did kill him, perhaps maybe we could have gotten his outfit or something like that. I'm really keen on people's outfits, guys, if you haven't noticed. I'll take all of that. yeah, maybe he would have had like some legendary weapons or something like that as well. That would have been cool. Incendiary calibrated space trucker spacesuit. Okay, which is not really exciting, is it? Delgado's computer. I think this could be where we deactivate the bomb for Shinya. Let's take a look. Yeah, there it is. Security controls. Okay, let's not activate the lockdown anymore. Personal logs. A killer city. Sometimes I dream about a killer city. The sand-dusted streets, the thick, heavy air, and the call of the wild beyond the wall. Everything is just how I remember it. I'm back with my old crew, doing heists and busting heads for loose change. Milk money, we called it. And we were the bullies. There's only one thing that's off, really. The days have no light. Every time I look up, the sky's pitch black. At first, I thought it was old age. I've spent so much time on this floating piece of tin. Maybe I've forgotten what a killer city looked like. But that's not it. When I'm awake, I can remember all of it easily enough. No, it's because even as an arrogant little street punk, subconsciously, I know a killer city isn't home. Up here, with the fleet, is where I belong. Okay, Crimson Fleet, true and true. The pirate and the thief. Porter once told me about the difference between a pirate and a thief. In his story, the pirate sees the future laid out in front of them. Spyglass in hand, they sail for the fortune at the edge of the horizon, braving whatever storms and monsters are in their way. Because in time, they know they will leave all of that crap behind them and claim the prize that lies ahead. But for the thief, the opposite is true. The past is in front, in plain view, and so they're doomed to repeat it over and over again. Picking pockets, snatching creds, doing what they can to survive, forever blind to the future that looms behind them, ready to cut their throat. As long as I've been captain, I've had my eyes on one picture, Crix's legacy. In the back of my mind, I always thought I was securing the fleet's future, but now I'm starting to have doubts. Is Crix's legacy a future I'm sailing towards, or a past I refuse to turn away from? Bit of both, I guess. And here, Reckoner's bomb control. Let's disarm the bomb. Easy as pie. Sweet. Alright, so Shinya should be pretty happy about that. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happens if we had the ship sort of blow up. Or sorry, the station blow up. We could probably have a chat with Delgado even more, but I'll do that once we've you know, just looted everything.
Go! You've taken everything else from me. The least you can do is give me a moment of peace. Go! You've taken everything else from me. The least you can do is give me a moment of peace.
Okay, well, don't mind me then. I'm gonna rummage through your stuff. If I can get this bloody door to unlock. Jeez, this looks a bit complicated. We'll do that. Yeah, no. I definitely screwed that up. Or did I? No. We did it. Okay, cool. I almost gave up too quickly there. Yeah, of course he had the swankiest room, though it's not that nice considering where we are. Diary of Kyosuke Nagata. I haven't seen this, I don't think. And I sit, like my grandfather and great-grandfather before me, I know I will never leave this prison. My wife said my family was cursed. The Nagatas thought perhaps whatever spirits we offended would leave us be when we fled Osaka. But maybe we are cursed. And all of this because I lifted baby formula. These laws are pitiless, leaving my wife, my child, with no hope. And I just sit here, getting angrier. They think they can just lock us away on some forgotten planet, but instead they feed this prison more bodies, more rage, more vengeance. One day, the warden will pay. Maybe not this warden, but they will regret their justice. And our vengeance will be the stuff of legends. From the diary of Kyosuke Nagata, an early prisoner in the lock, who was eventually executed for staging a prison riot. Visit the Osaka landmark on Earth. Oh, okay. That gave us an activity to go back to Earth. Interesting. Trackers Alliance. We have a Trackers Alliance spacesuit? I'm not entirely sure we do. Take that. Should we bring it though? That looks kind of cool. 144 compared to Bounty Hunter one, which is 144 as well. But yeah, the Bounty Hunter one is still better. I'm gonna drop this actually. I'm sure we'll find more somewhere out there. Okay, I think we're done here. Let's just take a look at what we need to do. Yeah, just return to the Vigilance. And that's it for the key. And that brings the Crimson Fleet questline to a close. Unless, perhaps maybe there might be more later on. Atticrone. I do hear Sistef. Okay. There they are. Oh, and Shinya's here. Let's have a chat with him.
Excuse me.
Oh, we don't know where Neva is, actually. We haven't seen Neva.
So you disarmed the bomb. Then, per our deal, you can tell your commander I will come peacefully.
Okay. Okay.
Howdy. That shield upgrade we got on the Vigilance made a big difference in the battle.
Yes?
I guess if we were going to align with the Crimson Fleet, we would have maybe stolen some of the, like, I don't know, blueprints or info on the new shields.
Okay. Hello.
Pardon.
Probably to make our defense a little bit better that way.
Hi. Please disregard. I detected enemy.
Alright, well. Time to jump back to the Vigilance. Actually, the Vigilance should be in the area, right? Maybe we just need to undock and redock with the Vigilance.
That's a clean break. Ready to go.
So I wonder what they're going to be using the key for moving forward. Unless they're going to reopen the lock on Suvorov.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
That was real impressive flying, kid. You earned your wings today.
Thank you, sir. I was just trying to do my part.
A lot of heroes on this day. Speaking of which, here comes one now.
Good work taking out those pirates, Renegade. You know, I had my doubts about you. Vanguard, volunteer force, figured you for a tourist. But then I asked myself, as spectacular as I am, can I do what you do? And the answer was an emphatic no. See, I'm a great shooter, but a straight shooter. And that wasn't going to win this war. What we needed was someone standing on their side with a boomerang gun. We needed someone whose bullets curved.
It was an ordeal. I still feel guilty about the whole thing.
It was us or them, kiddo. Hopefully you don't feel guilty about letting me live. If so, I suggest skipping the second thoughts and heading straight for third. If nothing else, it's closer to home. Anyway, you got a date with the commander. I figure he'll sprain something trying to pin the medals on your chest. But in all honesty, you deserve it.
Cool. Well, let's go and see the commander.
Great job.
Yeah, the sound of the clapping is, you know, really, really, like, tepid, isn't it?
Do you have anything to report? I believe congratulations are in order. With this decisive blow, the end of the Crimson Fleet is all but assured. But as much as I'd like to begin this celebration, technically we're still in the process of wrapping up the operation. On that note, Lieutenant, what do you have for me?
Reports are coming in right now, Commander. Delgado and Shinya Voss have been taken into custody. Also, we've transferred personnel to the Key to secure the location until the United Colonies decides what they want to do with the station.
And what about Neva Mora?
According to our reports, Neva led the strike force that attacked the Vigilance. Unfortunately, that was the last we saw of her. It looks like she managed to escape. We don't know her current whereabouts, but I have our operations team looking into it.
That's fine. Overall, excellent news, Lieutenant. I have to admit, for the first time in 7 years, I don't know what to say. How about you? I know that was difficult. You hanging in there?
You worried that Neva Mora is gone missing?
I certainly would have preferred to have reached a resolution regarding her whereabouts. After all, she was the fleet's second in command.
Just watch your back. I'm fairly certain she's not going to simply forget what you've done to the Crimson Fleet.
Let's not ruin the moment, Jillian. I'm sure our friend here is feeling quite pleased. Am I correct?
So, I think, considering what's happened, Neva Mora is now in command of the fleet. And perhaps maybe there might be a few more missions yet to do with Neva Mora. I'm completely exhausted.
I can understand that. The dual life you were leading must have been incredibly stressful.
Honestly, I have no idea how you kept it all together.
Well, let me let you in on a bit of a surprise. Something I've been working on for a while. I've twisted arms and cashed in some favors at Mast. I wanted to make sure you got a share of the money you recovered from the legacy.
Nice.
Call it a reward, a token of appreciation, whatever the hell you want. But you've absolutely earned every credit.
Didn't that money originally belong to the Freestar Collective?
Well, yes, I believe it did. But even if the money is ever returned to its rightful owner, and I believe it will eventually, I'm sure they'd agree you deserve your share.
Thank you. That's very generous.
Don't thank me yet. If it had been completely up to me, you'd get a lot more than they're giving you.
Now that you're rich and famous, maybe you'll still remember us little people, huh?
Decorum, Lieutenant? Damn, I'm going to be really sorry to see you go. You've really become an important part of our team. It won't be the same around here without you.
Although, if you feel like staying aboard, I'm sure I could give you access to the SysDef mission board. That is, if you can stand spending another minute with us on Vigilance.
SysDef mission board. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe a different type of mission? I guess it's probably more of the same, though. Yeah, it'd be an honor to continue working with the both of you.
Excellent. I'm happy we haven't somehow frightened you away. Anyway, enough talk. You've earned a break, and I'm sure you wish to celebrate. Here's your promised reward. And wherever you might find yourself, my best wishes travel with you.
250,000 creds. Okay, well that was definitely worthwhile.
Remember to turn in any evidence fragments you find.
Okay, so I wonder if we can still turn in evidence. I can get assigned missions now?
That's right. Since you're no longer undercover, you now have full access to our mission boards, just like other special agents.
So it's undercover work? Interesting. It'd be nice to get more straightforward jobs from now on.
I get that. Completing the mission while having to balance different allegiances can be exhausting. Now, your objective is simple. Find the fleet and dispose of them. To that end, if you're in need of anything ship-wise, talk to me, and I'll have our maintenance crew take a look. No more bartering for scraps at the depot. You'll have full access to the best the UC has to offer.
Nice, okay. What happens to the key now?
Mast will have the ultimate say, but we've petitioned to have it refurbished for SysDef use. But first, we'll need to perform an audit of the key's overall condition. Most of the repairs done to the station weren't exactly up to standard. If the site is deemed not up to code, we're better off destroying it. That would also have political value, given the embarrassing history behind it. For now, we have a strike team dedicated to sweeping the area for explosives. Once they give the all clear, forensics will come in to gather evidence. After that's done, then we'll start the audit of the station's condition. It's a process.
Okay. And so the Vigilance can actually help us with, you know, building ships and stuff. Wasn't expecting that.
That's what I'm here for. Anything in particular you need? All right, let's see what you need.
Cool. All right. Well, I may as well take off some of the mission-specific items, such as the comm spike and the conduction grid. I assume that there's no need for this anymore, unless perhaps maybe we might actually visit some places that will require it. But if that's the case, we can always just jump back out and you know, try to prepare for it. But yeah, I'm not interested in using those two things constantly. Ship's still looking good, but I am sort of interested in just checking out what type of ship parts are available here. Perhaps maybe they just offer the same ship parts that you would get in the key, maybe. Though we are getting Nova Galactic and Deimos. Yeah, okay. So, it's pretty much the same stuff as what you would get if you were in New Atlantis. Bit disappointing, actually. I would have liked, you know, other providers to be here. But I guess with Deimos, though, it makes sense that Deimos is available here because, you know, this is UC affiliated. Alright. Well, let's accept. Alright, and it seems like she hasn't really opened up more about, you know, being part of the Crimson Fleet. I'm guessing she was the one who was giving Delgado info on what was happening on the Vigilance. But I wonder if we did side with the Crimson Fleet, whether or not she would literally betray Sysdef, or if something else would have happened to her. I think we have been in here, haven't we? Combat Tech Catalog slightly increases the range and accuracy of combat tech weapons. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, it's really hard to find like all of the magazines, isn't it? It's very, very easy to miss and disregard as just normal junk. Actually, where do we go for those boards?
You did the UC and Sysdef proud.
Just gonna check the brig.
Word is you pulled the rug right out from under those pirates. Serves them right.
Never thought I'd have the infamous Delgado in my brig. You must be one hell of a negotiator to have talked him down.
What happens to Delgado now?
Delgado will likely stand trial to answer for his crimes. Given his record, I can't imagine he'll be standing for very long. I'm sure some of the others will interrogate. My job is to make sure none of them intimidate each other into staying quiet. Once we get planetside, we need to make sure the transport of these prisoners goes smoothly. The job's not truly done until their asses are parked in a maximum security prison.
I've been to Suvorov as part of my undercover work.
Really? I know you were headed to the Key, but I didn't realize you'd actually get a chance to visit the lock. I almost respect the fleet for doing that. They're trying to pass down their history, or their version of it anyway.
You respect the fact that they take new recruits to the lock?
I respect the principle of teaching one's history. It makes me think Delgado wants the fleet to be more than just space pirates. When you connect the past with the future, you're trying to create a culture, a through line between you and Jasper Cricks.
Yeah, I guess that's definitely true, and Delgado definitely seemed like he had, you know, bigger intentions, just, well, beyond just being pirates, right? It was sort of the whole idea of being free from the powers that are. You seem almost excited that I went down there.
Ah, my apologies. I didn't mean to be unprofessional. It's just rare to talk to someone who got to witness that history up close. But all that aside, give me your honest opinion. What were the conditions like?
Basically a resort? It was rough, but what I'd expect from a maximum security prison. Actually, yeah, maybe it was brutal with how they were treated. It's no wonder the inmates were revolted.
I was afraid of that. I think I'm starting to fully realize the hand we played in all this. Truth be told, my ancestor was a guard on Suvorov. Part of the reason I joined SysDef was to find out more about his experience, and whether the history books told the whole story. And coupled with Crix's testimony, it paints a damning picture. As you were.
Alright, will we find Delgado in here?
What do you want to talk about this time? It's the last time I trust anyone ever again.
Estelle.
Well, look who it is. Come down here to gloat?
It's not in my nature to gloat.
Well, that's a shame. You should take more pride in your job. After all, you have to make sure that the notorious Crimson Fleet captain from Neon gets roasted alive by a UC adjudication committee, right? Hey, maybe you should sell tickets to the little zoo you've created on this ship. Then everyone can point and stare.
What do you mean, zoo?
Look around, you moron! I'm talking about this brig you're using to display us like trophies.
This wasn't personal.
Oh, drop the act, will you? Back on Neon, you pretended to give a shit about me. You could have ratted me out to Bayou, but you didn't. Then, without warning, you yanked the rug right out from underneath me. You've been stringing me along like this is some kind of sick game. People don't do that to each other.
Except for the fact that she did it to other people. Quit whining. You're just angry that you were caught.
And there's your true colors. Let's just cut to the chase, all right? If you want to come down here and ask me stupid questions, I can't stop you. But that doesn't mean we have to be friends, and that damn well doesn't mean I have to like it.
I did you a favor putting you in here because the rest of the Crimson Fleet have been wiped out.
Are you out of your mind? I make my own choices, thank you very much. I don't need to be rescued by you or anyone else. Let's face it, the only favors you've done are for yourself.
So, whatever became of the data that you siphoned from Generdyne?
Oh, I'd bet you'd love to know. I got a good chunk of Generdyne's database before Bayou's goons ripped it out of the system. As far as what happened to it, there's no way I'm gonna tell you. Or anyone else at SysDef. Maybe I'll keep that little nest egg for the bargaining table at my sentencing. Maybe not. Hope that drives you crazy.
Mind if I ask you about your arrest?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Not like I'm needed anywhere else right now. I was drinking in Euphorica, and Micah warned me that UC security was scouring the city asking about me. I knew sneaking to my ship would be impossible, so I did the best I could to find somewhere to hide. Unfortunately, wasn't good enough. SysDef caught me in a sleep crate and dragged me to the Vigilance. We're done? Good.
Alright, there you go. Someone new in here. I'm not entirely sure if Delgado's in here just yet, though. Maybe we'll have to wait a little bit before he's delivered. Yeah, okay. Let's go. I'm sort of interested in finding those mission boards, though. I want to take a look at what those mission boards look like. Oh, okay, the interrogation room is actually open. I wonder if we'll be a part of interrogations and stuff at some point. Anyway. Can't remember if we've seen any of this stuff. Maybe not. Alright. So, I might just backtrack to the to the command deck, operations center rather, and see if we can find those mission boards. Ah, here we go. UC SysDef mission boards. Let's have a look. Destroy the Crimson Fleet haunt at Procyon A. Kill the Spacer Savage on Al-Batani 7A. But, I thought we would only be dealing with Crimson Fleet here, but... I mean, I'd take all of these. We may as well.
Saved countless lives.
Oh, okay, right. So they give us the same missions. Right, let's go.
We did the galaxy a huge favor by ending the fleet.
So, with the Crimson Fleet missions now wrapped up, I feel like we've only got a few like main storylines to go. I'm sort of a little bit confused as to what we should do next. I sort of want to try and find the constants, because we've got all those potatoes to try and give away. So yeah, why don't we undock? I'm gonna attempt once more to try and find the constants, because the last time we did that, we couldn't find it, and we went to well, whatever planet it's called, where Paradiso is. Okay, there goes the Vigilance. I wonder if the Vigilance is actually going to dock with the key, or if they're just going to go somewhere else. If we do need to come back to the Vigilance, I wonder... Ah, we can always just use this to try and get there. Burden of proof. But yeah, anyway. Gonna try and see if we can find the constant. There we go, location of ECS constant. Let's try to get there. Apparently it's in Porima.
Oh, I never get tired of that.
Alright. It's definitely not here. This is where Paradiso is. Let's see. Here. Escape from the endless voyage. I mean, it definitely says that this is where we need to go. So that's very odd. I think maybe the quest could be bugged. It could be bugged. Yeah, maybe there's a problem with it. I'll do a little bit of research offline to see if we can figure out what's going on with it. But in the meantime, I think maybe we can round things out by doing some other activities here. We could visit the Osaka landmark. Maybe a little bit later, though. There's something about speaking with the Deimos psychologist here. Is this on... I think this could be Sidonia? And yeah, I don't mind. I know we've spent quite a bit of time in Sidonia recently, but if there's more stuff to do, then there's more stuff to do there. And in terms of main questline stuff, I think we'll go back to the Constellation stuff, which we've been ignoring for quite a few episodes now. The next step is to have a chat with those sort of semi-religious people. So I think we'll definitely continue on with the Constellation quest line in the next episode.
Watch out for the robots.
Okay. Gilly Seong.
So much to do. Damn it! Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. That wasn't directed at you at all. I'm just really stressed out at the moment. You're fine. Actually, maybe you can help me?
Okay. Would have preferred if you stopped to actually look at me while you're talking, but anyway. Tell me what you need help with.
I'm aware of what you did for Trevor. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything to Peter. I feel like I can trust you. I'm Gilly. I'm a psychologist working for Deimos, and I've been utterly swamped with work lately, trying to make a deadline. I could use a hand tracking down some of our employees and delivering psychological questionnaires to them.
Tracking down employees, okay. Why does Deimos need to do psychological evaluations on its employees?
It's not as sinister as you think. Basically, Deimos invests heavily in its employees and operations. In order to protect those investments, I was hired to perform periodic psychological evaluations. The company wants to identify potential erratic behavior patterns that might jeopardize the company's investments, and work with their employees to correct them.
Are you just overwhelmed with work, or is there something else?
It's a lot of personal stuff. I'm not going to get into it with someone I just met. All you need to know is that I could really use a hand.
Alright, cool. Sounds pretty easy. I can help with that.
You can? Oh, wow, thanks. I don't even know who I've got left in this stack, but take a look at the names and track them down. When they've all filled out the forms, just bring them back to me and I'll go through them. Just tell them you're assisting Gilly. Oh, and don't read what they write down. It's supposed to be confidential. Thanks again.
Okay. Let's take a look at this. So, psyched. Give psych eval to Salmond, Leona, and Andres. Alright. Well, we've got to find these people, though. Not entirely sure where they are. Oh, well, pretty easy. This one's just sitting right here. She could have just given it to this person, like, just over the partition.
But what they don't know is that I've saved this operation from being shut down countless times. Hello there. Do I know you?
I'm Blue. I was hired as Peter's assistant.
Ah, yes. I seem to recall hearing about that. Well, it's nice to finally meet you. I'm Leona Hawkes, Deimos Staryard's corporate liaison. Anyone who deals with our office likely deals with me at some point. I suppose I'll be seeing you around.
Not really, because we've technically snuck out and not been working for a very long time. No one's noticed. What's Deimos Staryard's relationship with the UC?
We've been contracted with the UC for decades to provide military-focused crafts for the entire fleet. It makes sense that they trust us, as Deimos is the oldest standing ship manufacturer in the settled systems. We were responsible for some of the major advancements in grav drive technology since the early days of its existence, so our legacy is strong.
What do you do here?
I coordinate between Deimos Corporate and the other operations, such as the Staryard itself, and the mining operations here on Sidonia. Deimos Star Yachts Corporation is a complex entity, given that the different divisions have different goals and priorities. My job is to make sure those are all in alignment.
So, Gilly wants you to fill out these questionnaires.
A psychological evaluation? Are you kidding me? Gilly, I'm the one who ordered this program in the first place. Do I really need to go through with this?
I'm well aware, but you are an employee and it is company policy that everyone gets one.
Okay, fine. Let me have it. Okay, this isn't so bad. Easy. Yep. You really want to know that? Huh? Okay. And done. There you go. Remind me to make myself and the other execs exempt from these in the future. We wouldn't be where we are if we were a liability.
Okay. I know they said it was like confidential, but can we actually take a look at that? Psych eval. Leona. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your current job satisfaction? 10. Deimos is a wonderful employer. I consider myself lucky to work with this incredible group of people. Good answer. 3. Have you, at any time in the last 3 months, experienced periods of abnormal anxiety, anger, sleeplessness, and/or irritability? None. Have you ever had thoughts of harming yourself or others? Never. How would you describe your current work-life balance? Good. Come in, do my work, go to social engagements with my coworkers, then go home, spend time with my husband. Work is not too stressful, nor does it get in the way of my home life. Do you have any unusual concerns about your coworkers? I wish Tia would be a little more enthusiastic about her job, but she does a great job with everything on her plate, so it's a minor concern at best. Okay. Hopefully we won't get penalized for having a read of that. Alright, the other 2 people are down there, but I'm just looking at the time here, guys. I'm due for a little bit of a break myself, and it's actually kind of appropriate that we're doing the psych eval thing here because, well, it's important for you to take breaks, even if you're watching this as well. So I would encourage you guys to take a bit of a break, stretch your legs. You know, if you're a bit of a gamer, then obviously you do a lot of sitting down, twiddling with your thumbs, and you know, or you know, playing with a keyboard and mouse. Not exactly good for you if you do it for hours on end. So I'm gonna sign out here. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Definitely leave a like if you did. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.